If you're a fan of fast-paced, action-packed mobile games, you've probably spent way too many hours battling it out in Brawl Stars. Supercell really nailed it with this one, mixing MOBA-style gameplay with hero shooters and packing it all into a super addictive mobile experience. With its colorful characters and a bunch of different game modes, it's no wonder Brawl Stars inspired so many players and developers alike. But hey, what if you're craving something a little different but just as fun? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the best mobile games that capture that same energy and excitement as Brawl Stars. Whether you love jumping into solo battles or teaming up with friends, these games bring fresh twists to the hero shooter genre. So if you're ready to find your next mobile obsession and keep the brawling going strong, stick around because I've got some awesome recommendations coming your way. I'm quickly moving on to the video.
Very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel.
If you enjoy these types of list videos,
please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos.
Enjoy watching.
Thanks.
Alright, so let's talk about Soul Knight. This game is like a cool little cousin to Brawl Stars, but with its own unique twist. Instead of that slick, polished look you get in Brawl Stars, Soul Knight goes full-on retro with charming 2D pixel art. It's got that indie vibe that just pulls you in if you're into pixel graphics and simple fun gameplay. Plus, you can team up with up to 4 friends and dive into endless dungeons filled with monsters, treasures, and crazy weapons. Now, here's what really makes Soul Knight stand out. It's a roguelike. What does that mean? Every time you jump into the game, the dungeons are randomly generated, so no 2 runs are the same. You're constantly exploring new layouts, facing different challenges, and finding cool loot. The controls are super easy too. No annoying aiming struggles here. Just dodge, shoot, and use your skills to blast through waves of enemies. It's fast, it's frantic, and it's a ton of fun whether you're playing alone or with your squad. Another thing I love about Soul Knight is the variety. It's not just about shooting your way through dungeons. You can chill out in peaceful gardening mode, set up some strategic tower defenses, or jump into intense battles against tough bosses. The game keeps mixing things up so you never get bored. Honestly, it's like having a whole bunch of different games rolled into one little pixelated package. So yeah, if you're looking for a mobile game like Brawl Stars, but want something with a bit more retro flavor and roguelike depth, Soul Knight is definitely worth checking out. It's perfect for quick sessions or long playtimes, solo or with friends. Just get ready to dodge, shoot, and loot your way through endless pixel dungeons. Alright, let's talk about Milk Choco, one of the best mobile games that feels like Brawl Stars, but with its own unique twist. If you're into online multiplayer shooters and love the Battle Royale vibe, Milk Choco is definitely worth checking out. It's available on everything from Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 to your phone on Android and iOS, so you can jump in no matter what device you have. What makes Milk Choco stand out is its mix of fast-paced shooting action and a nice variety of heroes and weapons. You get to pick your favorite characters and to build strategies around them, which is super fun when you're playing with friends. Even though it's a third-person shooter like Brawl Stars, the gameplay leans more towards games like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, so it feels a bit more tactical and intense at times. One of the coolest things about Milk Choco is how simple the controls are. The game is lightweight, so it runs smoothly even on less powerful devices. That makes it super accessible for everyone, casual players or competitive ones. You can jump into a quick battle royale match or try out other exciting game modes that keep things fresh and entertaining. So if you're hunting for a free-to-play online shooter that gives you that same fun energy as Brawl Stars but with some new flavor, Milk Choco is a solid pick. It's easy to get into, fun to play with friends, and offers a nice challenge if you want to get serious about your battle strategies. Definitely give it a shot. If you're into fast-paced multiplayer games like Brawl Stars, then Reborn might just catch your attention. At first glance, it feels super familiar because the user interface looks a lot like Brawl Stars, but don't let that fool you. The gameplay has its own unique twist. Instead of running around shooting, you're dropping bombs strategically to take down your opponents. It's a bit slower paced, which means you have to think a little more about where and when to place your bombs, making the battles way more tactical than just pure chaos. One of the coolest things about Reborn is the cast of adorable animal characters you get to play as. Each character comes with its own special abilities, which adds a fun layer of strategy to the game. You can't just bomb randomly, you need to use your character's skills wisely to outsmart your enemies. Whether you want to go solo or team up, there's something for everyone here with modes like Duck Grab, Team Fight, and classic one-on-one duels. It's great how the game keeps things fresh with different ways to battle it out. The competitive side is pretty strong too. There are global leaderboards where you can see how you stack up against players from all over the world. That always adds a little extra motivation to keep improving and climbing the ranks. So even if the pace is a bit slower than Brawl Stars, the competition is just as fierce, which makes every match exciting and rewarding. Overall, if you're looking for a free-to-play action game with a strategic bomber twist and a cute animal cast, Battlegrounds Reborn is worth a shot. It combines strategy, adventure, and fighting elements in a way that feels fresh but still familiar. So grab your favorite character, start dropping bombs, and see if you can become the top bomber on the leaderboard. If you're looking for a game where imagination really takes the driver's seat, Roblox is definitely one to check out. It's this massive virtual universe where players don't just play games, they actually create them. Think of it as a huge sandbox that lets you build your own adventures, kind of like what you see in Brawl Stars, but with way more freedom. The cool part is, Roblox is available on almost every platform you can think of: Windows, macOS, iOS, Android, Xbox One, even PlayStation and Meta Quest devices, so no matter what you're using, you can jump in. Now you might be wondering, how does Roblox fit in a list of the best mobile games like Brawl Stars? Well, Roblox isn't a single game, it's more like a universe full of games, including tons of Brawl Stars inspired ones. Some of these fan-made games like Brawl Blocks actually nail that fast-paced, team-based action you love in Brawl Stars. Of course, because anyone can make games on Roblox, the quality varies a lot. Some are super fun and polished, while others can be a bit rough around the edges or just plain silly. But hey, variety is the spice of life, right? What really makes Roblox special is how it turns players into creators. If you ever wanted to tweak gameplay, design characters, or come up with your own maps, Roblox gives you the tools to do all that and share it with millions of other players worldwide. So not only do you get to play games similar to Brawl Stars, but you can also build your own versions and see how others react. It's like being part of this giant community where imagination is the limit. So if you're craving that Brawl Stars vibe but want to try something with a bit more creative freedom, Roblox is a solid pick. Whether you want to jump into action-packed matches or get your hands dirty creating your own battles, there's something for everyone. Plus, the cross-platform support means you can take your Brawl Stars inspired adventures pretty much anywhere, anytime. It's a playground for your creativity and a battleground for your skills, all rolled into one. If you're looking for a mobile game that gives off the same fast-paced excitement as Brawl Stars, but with a completely different flavor, then Guardian Tales might just be your next big obsession. This game throws you straight into the action with its unique blend of puzzle-solving, action role-playing elements, and a story that actually makes you want to keep playing. It all kicks off in the charming little town of Canterbury, which is under attack by a group known as the Invaders. From there, you set off on a classic hero's journey packed with surprises, weird characters, and a ton of monsters to smash. One of the best parts about Guardian Tales is how it mixes retro pixel art style with modern game mechanics. The visuals are absolutely gorgeous if you are into that nostalgic 16-bit vibe, and the smooth animations make every dungeon crawl feel satisfying. But this is not just about looking pretty. The gameplay is tight and responsive, with real-time combat that lets you dodge, slash, and blast your way through enemies. It is not exactly like the top-down arenas of Brawl Stars, but if you enjoy skill-based action with a mix of exploration, it scratches a similar itch. Now, at its core, Guardian Tales is a hero collector game, which means yes, there is a bit of gacha. You will be unlocking new heroes, leveling them up, equipping them with powerful weapons, and building a squad that can handle anything the game throws at you. What sets it apart though is how personality-packed these heroes are. The writing is clever, full of humor, and fun little references that do not take themselves too seriously. You actually start to care about your team, which is rare for this genre, and if you are into competition, Guardian Tales has that too. The game includes player versus player modes, where you can test your team and your skills against real players around the world. It is not exactly like the quick 3 versus 3 brawls of Brawl Stars, but it brings in that same adrenaline rush when you go head to head with someone and come out on top. Overall, Guardian Tales might not be a clone of Brawl Stars, but if you love mobile games with a solid mix of action, strategy, and charm, this one definitely deserves a spot on your phone. If you're into fast-paced, chaotic action and love outplaying your friends in close quarters, then Brawlhalla might just be your next obsession. It is a multiplayer platform fighting game where the goal is simple: knock your opponents off the stage before they do the same to you. But do not let that simplicity fool you. Each match is full of explosive moments, crazy recoveries, and last-second clutch plays that make you yell at your screen in the best way possible. What really sets Brawlhalla apart is its character roster. We are talking about over 55 unique legends, each with their own weapons, styles, and flashy combos. You want to fight with a sword-wielding samurai? Go for it. Prefer an alien with a blaster? They got that too. And the best part? The developers keep dropping new characters regularly, so the meta always feels fresh and exciting. Now, just like Brawl Stars, Brawlhalla is incredibly accessible. It runs smoothly on mobile phones, but you can also hop on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, Windows, and even macOS. Thanks to full cross-play support, it does not matter where your friends are playing, you can all brawl together. Whether you are queuing up for ranked matches or goofing around in custom lobbies, the game offers over 20 modes to fit any mood. So if you are looking for a free-to-play fighting game that feels epic without ever getting too serious, Brawlhalla is an excellent pick. It delivers that same kind of chaotic fun as Brawl Stars, but with its own unique twist. Plus, there is just something magical about fighting in the halls of Valhalla with a bunch of wild legends, each trying to send you flying off the stage. Trust me, you will come for one match and end up playing for hours. If you are into fast-paced action and real-time multiplayer chaos like what Brawl Stars offers, then you are going to love this next game. It is called Super Cat, and yes, it is exactly what it sounds like. A game full of cats who are ready to brawl, but do not let the adorable furballs fool you. These feline fighters mean business, and they bring their claws to the battlefield. Super Cats plays very similarly to Brawl Stars, almost to the point where you can tell where the inspiration came from. It features familiar game mechanics, quick matches, and a variety of modes like Battle Royale and Tower Rush. However, the main twist here is the theme. Instead of quirky humans or robots, you are controlling stylized cat characters, each with unique abilities and attack styles. It is basically Brawl Stars, but someone sprinkled a whole bunch of catnip on top. What makes Super Cats really fun is how it does not take itself too seriously. The graphics are bright, the animations are slick, and the whole game has this light-hearted vibe that makes it perfect for casual play. The matches are short, the controls are tight, and the matchmaking is pretty fast. Whether you are winning or losing, the game keeps things entertaining without getting frustrating. Now, is Super Cats just a clone? Some players definitely think so, but if you are looking for a fun alternative to Brawl Stars with a fresh skin and some cat-powered charm, this one is worth downloading. It is free on Android, the servers are active, and there is a surprising amount of content packed in. Plus, come on, cats with superpowers, that is an easy win in my book. If you are a fan of Brawl Stars but feel like trying something with a bit more suspense and strategy, then you should definitely check out Bullet Echo. This is not your typical run-and-gun mobile shooter. Instead of dashing across colorful maps in chaotic shootouts, Bullet Echo drops you into a darker, more tactical world where patience and positioning are everything. You are not just blasting your way through enemies, you are sneaking, listening, and setting up the perfect ambush. Developed by Zeptolab UK Limited, Bullet Echo is available on a wide range of platforms including Microsoft Windows, Linux, macOS, Android, and iOS. The first thing you will notice when you start playing is that your field of vision is limited. You can only see what is lit by your flashlight or revealed by sound cues. This mechanic completely changes the way you play. It is all about using your ears, paying attention to footsteps, and moving strategically through the shadows. It adds an incredible layer of tension that most mobile games just do not have. What really makes Bullet Echo stand out is the variety of game modes. You can join forces with your friends in 5-player squad battles, go solo in a tense battle royale, or test your nerves in sabotage mode, where planting or defusing a bomb is the key to victory. And that is not all. There are also experimental modes like Mimic, Arcade, and Custom mode that keep the gameplay fresh and exciting. Each mode forces you to think differently, making sure things never feel repetitive. So if you have ever thought, I love Brawl Stars, but I wish it had more strategy and suspense, then Bullet Echo might be your new favorite game. It blends stealth and action in a way that few mobile games do, and it is completely free to play. Whether you are sneaking through a dimly lit corridor or waiting to catch an opponent off guard, this game keeps you on the edge of your seat. Give it a try, you might just get hooked. If you are on the hunt for a mobile game that captures the chaotic fun of Brawl Stars but adds a fresh twist, then Thetan Arena might be exactly what you're looking for. This game takes the fast-paced, hero-based gameplay we all love and cranks it up with its own personality. Developed by Wolf-Ian Game and available on Microsoft Windows, Android, and iOS, Thetan Arena throws you straight into short, action-packed matches where every second counts. And with over 25 unique heroes to choose from, you are never short of new strategies or playstyles to experiment with. One of the coolest things about Thetan Arena is how it mixes different game modes to keep things interesting. You are not just stuck playing the same map over and over. There is Duo Royale if you want to team up with a friend and take on the competition together, or Tower Defense for those moments when you are in the mood to defend and strategize. Then there is Superstar mode, which completely changes how you approach each match. Each mode brings its own mechanics, and that variety really helps the game stay fresh. Visually, Thetan Arena looks great, especially for a mobile title. The animations are clean, the effects pop, and everything runs super smoothly, even during those hectic fights. You can tell a lot of care went into the design, and unlike some other games in the genre, this one performs really well across a range of devices, which is a big win for players who might not have the newest phone or tablet. Now, here is where it gets even more interesting. Thetan Arena is not just your typical mobile multiplayer online battle arena game, it is also diving into the world of blockchain. That means it offers play-to-earn elements through Web3 integration. You can earn cryptocurrency and collect non-fungible tokens by playing, trading, or even just investing your time in the game. So, whether you are in it for the competitive battles or you are curious about the future of gaming and digital ownership, Thetan Arena gives you a taste of both worlds. If you have been playing Brawl Stars and are itching for something fresh, but still in the same ballpark, then Squad Busters might just be your next obsession. This game is like a wild family reunion of all your favorite Supercell characters, thrown into one chaotic, action-packed world. You have heroes from Clash of Clans, Heyday, Brawl Stars, and more, all teaming up in a way that feels both nostalgic and totally new. And the best part? It is not just about who you pick, it is about how you build your squad on the fly. What makes Squad Busters stand out is its crazy mix of game genres. It is part shooter, part multiplayer online battle arena, with a little real-time strategy and action role-playing game thrown in for good measure. That might sound like a lot, but it actually blends together in a super smooth way. The gameplay is fast, unpredictable, and constantly pushing you to adapt. Whether you like charging headfirst into battle or playing smart and sneaky, there is always a new strategy to try. The maps are another highlight. They are full of surprises, with different objectives, enemy spawns, and environmental hazards that change every round. You never quite know what you are walking into, and that keeps every match feeling fresh. One moment you are dominating the map, and the next you are scrambling to avoid a total wipeout. It is that kind of chaos that makes the game so addictive and hilarious at times. So if you are on the hunt for the best mobile game like Brawl Stars, Squad Busters absolutely deserves a spot on your radar. It has the same quick matches and competitive vibe, but with a new layer of depth and creativity. Plus, seeing characters from across the Supercell universe all in one place is just plain fun. Whether you are a casual player or a hardcore Supercell fan, there is a lot to love here. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.